Hi Gemini, this is your November mid-month tarot reading. I do 3 separate spreads in my mid-month readings. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage, and I'll do a love from the past spread. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on new love in the second half of November. We have death clarified by the Five of Wands. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Ace of Cups clarified by the Sun. In the potential outcome, we have the Ten of Pentacles with the King of Swords and the Nine of Cups, and we also have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Scorpio or a fellow air sign, another Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So the big question here is, who is this King of Swords in the middle of the potential outcome? For some of you, it could be you, Gemini, male or female, absolutely doesn't matter. But I think for most of you, this is the person coming in. Right? It could be a fellow air sign, another Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. It could also be a Scorpio, because the first card that came out is Death. Death is the personal Scorpio card, right? And no matter who this person is, I do see them going through a thought process. This person is struggling. It's like they're a little bit resistant, but they just can't help it, and they're going to capitulate. Right? All of that is because they are in love with you. Perhaps they are the type of person who told themselves a long time ago that I'll never fall in love again, I'll never get married again, or I'll never get married. You know, I'm not into marriage, I'm not into commitments. But, you know, when they saw you, Gemini, or when they will see you, all that crap is gonna go out the window. But in the beginning, I do see them struggling a little bit, resisting it a little bit, but they just can't help it. Right? So Death, the first card that came out, is the personal Scorpio card. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. And the Five of Wands, clarifying Death. The Five of Wands, this is their internal struggle. Right? So they're a little bit resistant. There's nothing wrong with you, Gemini, right? It's just something about this person's belief system. And the Five of Wands is, like I said, this is their internal struggle, and it's going to come to an end with the Death card. If it's not a Scorpio you're dealing with, then Death represents them finally giving in. Right? The Three of Wands, the next card that came out, this is them finally making up their mind, finally making a decision to come towards you. The Three of Wands is my card of somebody making up their mind and making a decision. So what they're doing is they're coming towards you with the Ace of Cups, clarified by the Sun. The Ace of Cups is genuine, authentic love offer. This person is madly in love with you, Gemini, and like I said, they just can't help it. The Sun, clarifying the Ace of Cups, is the happiest card in the deck. Right? So ultimately, I think they will realize that it's just for their own good, because the two of you can definitely be happy together. We also have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck all the way to your right. The Wheel of Fortune is the start of a new cycle. Very fortunate, very happy new cycle. The Wheel of Fortune is always good news in my spreads. I really love the fact that the Wheel of Fortune came out, and it came out on the bottom of the deck. Right? It's all about getting this show on the road. In the potential outcome, we have the Ten of Pentacles with the King of Swords and then the Nine of Cups. The Ten of Pentacles is one of the commitment or marriage cards. The Ten of Pentacles is a very solid, very grounded, very long-term type of a deal. This is when people buy real estate together, they grow old together, have children together, if that is still an option for them. Then we have that King of Swords. For some of you, like I said, it could be you, male or female, absolutely doesn't matter. But for most of you, it's the person coming towards you. Could be another Gemini, could be a Libra or an Aquarius. You know, it could be a Libra in particular, because Libras could be a little bit indecisive, right? And I'm not judging you, Libras, if you're a Libra watching it, cross-watching it. You know, it's just the way you guys are. It could be another Gemini, because Geminis tend to go back and forth themselves. I know that because I am a Gemini. Some of you already know that. But it could be any air sign. Could be an Aquarius as well. Right? And the last card that came out is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a card of a wish come true. This is also a card of personal satisfaction. So at the end of the day, there's definitely a wish. It's definitely a wish come true, and there's definitely a commitment. coming up for you. A very fortunate commitment with that Wheel of Fortune. And like I said, this person just can't help it. All their belief system is going out the window. They're falling for you. They're falling for you hard. But at the same time, they realize that it's all about, being happy together with you, Gemini. And I do see the two of you being happy together. All right? Really happy for you, Gemini. Congratulations. Gemini, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, this spread is for you. We have the Hangman, we have the Hierophant, clarified by the Ace of Cups, we have the Four of Wands, and we also have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Taurus or another Gemini. Well, I do see somebody getting married here, right? Or moving in together, taking this relationship to the next level. So it could be you finally moving in together or finally getting a place together. Right? Or you could be going to somebody else's wedding, or you could be going to somebody else's engagement party. If you are already married, like I said, you could be going to another couple's wedding, or you could be buying real estate together, a new house, or you could be renewing your vows, or perhaps your significant other wants to sort of surprise you, bring the spark back into this connection, into this marriage. I do see all the good stuff here. Right? The Hangman, the first card that came out, this is a card of stagnation, but at the same time the Hangman is a card of an epiphany, a light bulb moment, right? And the light bulb moment could be about, we've been dating for a while, well, why don't we move in? Or we've been living together for a while, why don't we get married? Or you received an invitation to go to somebody else's wedding, and you're going to think about it, considering what's still unfortunately going on in the world, but then I think you'll go. Right? So the Hierophant is the personal Taurus card. You could be dealing with a Taurus. Or the Hierophant is about something traditional, like a committed relationship or marriage. The Ace of Cups, clarifying that, is one of the best cards when it comes to love. The Four of Wands right next to the deck is very similar energy to the Hierophant. It's also a marriage or a commitment card, but to me personally, the Four of Wands always reminds me of the actual wedding, because in some cultures, when people get married, they do it underneath a structure with the leaves and branches, and the structure pictured in the Four of Wands always reminds me of that. So that's why I thought that perhaps some of you could be going to somebody else's wedding. The Lovers on the bottom of the deck, that is your personal card, Gemini, that is you, unless you're dealing with another Gemini. Right? The Lovers is also a card of a soulmate connection. The Lovers is also a card of a twin flame connection, if you believe in twin flames. And the Lovers could simply be the love of your life, or the love of the life of the two people getting married, if you're going to another couple's wedding after all. Overall, this is a great spread, Gemini. There's so much love here. It's not even funny. All right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Gemini, this second half of November. Please keep in mind, it could be somebody from a couple of months ago, a year ago, or a couple of years ago, so it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have Temperance, clarified by the Three of Cups. We have the Empress, and we also have the Hierophant. And we have the Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Taurus, or water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. This is a reconciliation, Gemini, plain and simple, right? So the first three cards that came out were all major arcana cards, and one of them is definitely a commitment card, and one of them is definitely an abundance card, and the first one is definitely a healing card. So I do see this as a reconciliation. All right, so we got the Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck, all the way to your right. The Knight of Cups could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or the Knight of Cups is our favorite knight in the shining armor, right? It's always about pure, genuine love. The first card that came out is Temperance. It's the personal Sagittarius card. You could be dealing with Sagittarius, or Temperance is all about healing, burying the hatchet, getting back together. Speaking of getting back together, Temperance is clarified by the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of a reunion in this particular spread. Then we also have the Empress in the middle. That's the way they see you. They're putting you up on a pedestal. They see you as someone they want to spend the rest of their life with, have children with, if that is still an option for you. Besides that, the Empress is one of the most positive cards in the deck. The Empress is just abundance in its purest form, and in my spreads, the Empress always comes out as a sign from above, like a stamp of approval, so to speak, for a connection to move forward, but in this case to get back together. And the last card that came out is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the personal Taurus card. You could be dealing with a Taurus. Or the Hierophant is all about something traditional, like a committed relationship or marriage. So you see, I even hesitated clarifying Temperance, because I wanted to see a court card, to be honest with you. But we got what we got, and it's not too shabby either. So like I said, this is definitely two people getting back together and actually going all the way together, with the Hierophant and the Empress card being here. Alright, so that's what I got for you, Gemini, for the second half of November. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Gemini, have an amazing second half of November. And there you have it. This was your tarot reading for this time period. I hope it resonated with you and helps you live a better life one way or the other. Thank you for watching, sharing, and subscribing.